Robots are no longer just machines, they're starting to think for themselves. From self-driving cars that decide who lives or dies in a crash to military drones that could make life or death choices on the battlefield. Are we ready for the terrifying reality of robots making decisions without us? The future is here, but the question is, are we prepared for the consequences? The rise of autonomous robots and AI. Autonomous robots are changing the world. These machines can perform tasks and make decisions all on their own, thanks to advanced artificial intelligence, sensors, and sophisticated software. What makes them stand out is their ability to operate without human intervention. For example, self-driving cars from companies like Waymo and Tesla are already navigating real-world streets, obeying traffic laws, and adjusting to the environment around them. In healthcare, robots are assisting surgeons with high-precision tasks, improving outcomes in complex procedures. Then there are autonomous ambulances equipped with AI to provide emergency care during transport. These robots are taking on jobs humans once handled, working independently without constant human control. It's a leap forward, making them capable of tasks that would have been unthinkable just a few years ago. Next, let's explore the opportunities these autonomous robots are bringing to our world. Opportunities of autonomous robots. Autonomous robots bring incredible opportunities for boosting productivity and efficiency. They can work faster than humans with more precision and don't get tired. In disaster situations, AI-powered drones are already navigating dangerous environments to deliver supplies or gather critical information, helping save lives without putting rescuers at risk. In healthcare, robotic systems are assisting in surgeries, providing unmatched accuracy that can lead to better outcomes for patients. These machines can tirelessly handle tasks, making healthcare delivery smoother and safer. Agriculture is another field benefiting from robots. They help with planting, harvesting, and monitoring crops, using real-time data to make decisions that improve productivity while using fewer resources. This not only addresses food demand, but also supports sustainable farming, which is crucial for the future. Autonomous robots are stepping up in ways that are revolutionizing these industries. But with all these benefits, who is responsible when things go wrong? Ethical dilemmas. Who is responsible? When autonomous robots make decisions, the big question becomes, who is responsible when something goes wrong? Imagine an AI-powered car causing an accident or a military drone making a harmful decision. Who gets blamed? Is it the programmer who built the algorithms, the manufacturer who created the machine, or the robot itself? These dilemmas aren't easy to solve, and they're becoming more common as robots take on roles that affect human lives. You might wonder if there's a clear line of responsibility, but it's unclear. In real-world cases like autonomous cars, courts and experts debate where the fault lies when mistakes happen. Should we blame the human who programmed the AI or the company that deployed the technology? The answers are far from straightforward. Isaac Asimov, a famous science fiction writer, proposed his 3 laws of robotics as a way to prevent robots from harming humans. These laws have inspired many discussions today as robots gain the power to make independent choices, but they're more of a moral guideline than an actual safety net. To help with this, some experts suggest creating an ethical black box for robots. Like the black boxes in airplanes, these would record the robot's decisions and actions, helping us understand what went wrong in case of an incident. With robots gaining more autonomy every day, these ethical questions will only grow more urgent, challenging how we think about responsibility in a world full of AI decision makers. As robots make decisions, how will this impact jobs and the economy? Job displacement and economic impacts. As robots and automation continue to advance, many jobs traditionally done by humans are at risk. Robots are already replacing workers in industries like manufacturing, logistics, and customer service. Take data entry, for example. AI systems can now handle these tasks faster and more accurately than humans, which is great for efficiency, but can leave workers without a job. And it's not limited to factories. Even customer service roles, like answering phones or helping with online queries, are being automated. On the other hand, automation is also creating new opportunities, especially in tech-driven sectors. But the problem is that these new jobs often require advanced skills, leaving many workers behind. Low-skill positions are disappearing, and not everyone has the resources to transition into the tech world. This could widen the gap between those who benefit from automation and those who suffer from job loss, deepening economic inequality. The long-term effects of this shift are concerning. Entire communities that rely on industries being automated could face prolonged unemployment. Without proper planning, this could lead to increased poverty, social unrest, and a loss of economic mobility for large segments of the population. While automation boosts productivity, it's also creating challenges that society will need to address, especially for workers in vulnerable positions. The economic impact of robots thinking for themselves is already being felt, and it's likely to intensify in the future. With jobs at risk, what about your privacy and security in a world of autonomous robots? Privacy and surveillance concerns. One of the biggest concerns with autonomous robots is how much data they collect and what happens to that data. These robots constantly gather information to help them make decisions. Whether it's a self-driving car scanning its surroundings or a healthcare robot managing patient records, the amount of data being collected is massive. This raises serious privacy issues. You might wonder who controls this data and how it's being used. Surveillance robots, for example, can unintentionally capture sensitive personal information. Whether it's a robot monitoring public spaces or one assisting at home, your private details could be at risk if not properly secured. Then there's the issue of cybersecurity. Robots are just as vulnerable to hacking as any other device connected to the internet. If a hacker gains control of a robotic system, the consequences can be severe. Think about the disruption that could happen if an autonomous robot in a hospital is compromised. Patient care could be at risk. Or worse, in a more critical scenario, hackers could manipulate robots to cause physical harm. It's not just about stolen data, but also about ensuring that these systems don't become tools for cyber attacks. Psychological and social impacts. As robots take over jobs that were once done by humans, there's a real risk of people feeling dehumanized and alienated. You might start to wonder if your skills and efforts even matter anymore. When machines can do tasks more efficiently, faster, and without needing breaks, it can make people feel less valued. This can spill over into human relationships too. With robots becoming more common in everyday life, you might find that human interactions are reduced, and empathy could start to fade in a world where machines do most of the work. There's also the issue of losing your sense of purpose. For many, work provides identity and meaning. But what happens when automation takes that away? The thought of being replaced by a robot can lead to a deep existential anxiety. It's hard to ignore the feeling that your role in society is shrinking as robots take on more responsibility. These changes challenge the traditional ways people find fulfillment, leaving many questioning their place in a world dominated by technology. This psychological impact is something that can't be overlooked as robots continue to reshape the workforce and social structures. But should these intelligent robots even have rights? The debate is heating up. Robot rights and the need for ethical regulation. As robots become more advanced, a heated debate has emerged. Should robots, especially those that exhibit self-awareness, be granted rights similar to humans? This question challenges how society views consciousness and morality in machines. Isaac Asimov's famous 3 laws of robotics once seemed like science fiction, but today they inspire real discussions about robot rights. If a robot can make decisions and possibly develop self-awareness, does it deserve some form of legal recognition or protection? Advocates argue that self-aware robots could have a type of consciousness that requires moral consideration. However, opponents caution against treating machines like humans, warning that robots, no matter how intelligent, don't experience emotions or suffering. Granting robots rights raises complex legal and moral issues. If robots were considered entities with rights, what moral responsibilities would humans have toward them? Could we be held accountable for mistreating machines? Or would society be at risk of blurring the line between humans and robots? Anthropomorphizing robots, giving them human-like qualities, can confuse ethical boundaries, making it harder to define where human rights end and machine rights begin. To address these challenges, it's crucial to develop comprehensive regulations that can keep pace with AI and robotics advancements. Current laws struggle to account for the unique ethical issues posed by intelligent machines. Governments and institutions must create transparent, accountable frameworks for AI development, focusing on protecting privacy and ensuring responsible use. Proposals such as ongoing oversight and ethical black boxes could help adapt regulations to future technologies. Without these safeguards, we risk navigating a future where the lines between human rights, robot rights, and responsibilities are increasingly blurred. So, as robots start thinking for themselves, the big question remains: are we truly prepared for the consequences? Let us know your thoughts. Do you think robots should ever have rights? Drop your answer in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and hit that subscribe button, along with the notification bell so you don't miss our next video.